Hello, welcome back to number 3 of What You Think, Harrisburg. I'm out here that day asking people, what you think. So what's your name? State what your name is and what you do for the camera.
They call me Wolf, jack of all trades, master of none. In between jobs right now, fought for my country, PTSD, manic depression, anxiety, 7 spinal injuries. You could do the McFoley thing around the book with the bodily injuries for me. My wifey died 5 years ago to the day on August 1st. I'm just out here hustling, grinding, trying to do the right thing by people and come up.
Absolutely. I think it's a lot of people in the country today, though. So I got a couple questions I want to ask you. First off, I'm out here promoting my podcast, Elephant in the Room. If you haven't got a chance to check out my actual main podcast, check it out. Second off, like I said, I want to ask you what you think. So what do you think is the greatest problem facing all of us as Americans today?
As Americans today? That's funny you ask that. I think there's a lot of major and minor issues that add up, obviously. Water always flows downhill, and follow the money, I always say. But if you really want my personal opinion in America, what the biggest setback and problem is for us, fiscally and socially and culturally as a people, and maybe even financially as a business model, since we're incorporated, right, with the Federal Reserve.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, yeah.
It's the war on drugs. The war on drugs, like, let's be honest, right? Like, if I get you drunk and we're drinking at the bar, we're homies, like, we had an anniversary or something, right? Okay? When you're drunk and you're walking to the car with your keys, you know you shouldn't drive.
Absolutely.
Now, you're either going to let your super ego get in the way, and you will, or you'll give me the keys, we'll get a DD, we'll get a taxi, whatever, right? The problem isn't the chemicals, and this is something Mr. Sanders has been talking about, and even the right wing a little bit too. We're ending the war on drugs. Because the chemical that gets you high or changes your feeling, if you're an adult, you're supposed to behave responsibly. If I'm drunk, I don't drive. So what? I got drunk. So if I'm high, like, I don't do something that could harm someone else or me. It's a behavioral issue, not a chemical issue. So this is what we're trying to stop and change. Like, we got people that are running around here, like, micromanaging all of us. It's an inherited disaster, right? Like, no disrespect or take it that way for you corrupt motherfuckers. Pardon my language, I don't know if I can cuss or not.
It's podcast.
Okay, but look, there's these street pirates out there. I call them street pirates, okay? Because what they're doing is they're micromanaging the people on a lot of things that technically, if you learn your constitutional and or civil rights and you learn your privileges and things of that nature, there's a lot of these things that they're doing on grounds that are suspect. Technically, like, they can't come at you or me for anything. Let's say I'm walking down the street smoking damage. Like, I fought for my country. I feel anybody that's fought for us should be able to roll up a freaking blunt and smoke wherever the hell you want to, right?
It's a lot better than Xanax.
True, right? So here's the issue though, okay? So if I micromanage you and I'm taking away something from you that we've proven through math can get us out of our debt and in a surplus equal or greater to our current trillions of dollars of debt within 7 to 10 years if we just decriminalize marijuana, right? Now when I brought up the war on drugs, right? It turns out, like, you watch that Marijuana Inc. and all that, right? So the Marijuana Inc., marijuana versus per capita and illegal sales 3 times all other illicit street drugs combined in America. Okay, so the illicit street drug trade and the despicable sex trafficking trade of children and forced women, okay, is funded by this in that order. Okay, so if we get our heads right and we legalize marijuana finally, within 10 years we'll be in the surplus. We'll save a lot of money. There's over 600 prisons in Pennsylvania. We're one of the biggest states in Pennsylvania because they are micromanaged. I have a delivery manufacturing charge for marijuana when I was 18 years old. A decade later, I come to find out I shouldn't even have the charge. They arrested me at a different place. You mentioned talking about corruption. Okay, I had 5 DEA agents knock on my door at an entirely different department. They didn't even write down the serial numbers of the bills. You see what I mean? Like, they didn't even have the recorded bills and come get me with them right away. They got me because I was young, I was naive, I was stupid, and I wouldn't roll over on my boys, so I took my knock. But should I even have had that knock? No. Do you know how hard it made an 18-year-old that just had a brand new baby girl that has a felony for delivery and manufacturing to get any sort of job at living wage just for a single knock? So I mean, you asked like what my opinion is. Like, it's the war on drugs, because like we end the war on drugs, right? Now where do they get this money for this despicable sex trafficking and stuff like that? Where's that gonna come from? Oh, well, now you took a knock. Okay, now wait a minute. So if we follow, now let's say we just do the weed and we don't follow the Amsterdam model. Okay? So now if you don't follow the Amsterdam model and weed's legal but everything else is still illegal, you put such a hit on that illicit drug trade with money that there's going to be a lot less of it. It's going to spike the cost and demand for it, and people will stop using it as much.
Absolutely. Well, you covered my extra questions. I think we got to go back because you said it.
It's the war on drugs, and we need to end it.
All right, and then I mean, I was gonna ask you what we could do to do it, but you already said it, man. Thank you for giving a full explanation.
What we can do is you, because this cat out here on the grassroots, they say the propaganda is only in North Korea. No, it's here too. But the elephant in the room ain't on their contract paychecks.
This guy gets
Watch the bull. He's gonna tell you what they don't want you to hear.
Ain't
all
wrong.
right?
Ain't wrong.
Peace out.
All right, thank you, man. Make sure you subscribe and like your videos,
Yes, sir.
man. Yours will be up tomorrow.
All right.
You still want to do one? Or